Welcome, guys. Welcome to Vote Sports on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin, and I'm here with the 18th to talk about Europa League and to talk about Chelsea. They played in the Conference League quarterfinal yesterday. Good morning, also. How are you?
I'm good. Good morning. The reasons I supported the team that lost. It breaks my heart that the reason I was supporting them.
Nobody wants the excuse.
No, not the excuse. The reason for supporting them was my brothers, and they were on the bench and couldn't effect a change when they were subbed on. That was a disappointing game, disappointing outing by the Lazio team, and I am disappointed at the coach for not playing my boys.
Good morning.
We'll talk about it in the show.
Good morning, John.
Good morning to you. Good morning, Godwin. Good morning, fans out there. Thank you for yet another wonderful show we have to discuss today. Yesterday, nobody expected another deflating draw for Manchester United, but it is what it is. You pick what you can and you move forward and hope to do better.
Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. You can join us live every day, Monday to Saturday at Vote FM Sports. Okay, let's dive into the Europa League immediately. The game that happened yesterday, Lazio losing at home, losing away to Bodo and Glimt. You know, it's a surprising result that everybody was expecting Lazio to do well. But this is one of the surprises of this quarterfinal game. Bodo and Glimt winning Lazio 2-0. Rangers of Scotland 0, Atletico Club 0. Lyon and Manchester United played at a 2-2 draw in that lovely encounter. Spurs 1, Frankfurt 1. Okay, let's start with the Manchester United game. It ended 2-2. Lyon scored first, and Manchester United scored 2. It was 2-1. Then they considered almost the final kick of the game. They made it 2-2 in that game. And again, Onana with the mistakes again. And all, if you go on social media yesterday, everybody was saying that. It was just saying, they didn't just sell this guy. Because if you look at the statistics of errors conceding a goal since last season till now, Onana has made 8 errors leading to a goal. And errors that are leading to an opponent shooting, 20. Only him. Since last season till now. So, but after the game, I want to say that one player making mistakes, the whole team making mistakes, just trying to cover Onana. But this game was interesting, 2-2 on the night.
Yeah, it was an interesting encounter, and for all the guys out there, all the Mancunians who are calling for Onana's head, I have some statistics to give you to show you that Onana so far in the Premier League, given the defense he has to work with, is over-indexing on when we talk about some of these stats. But before we get there later on in the show, I want to just talk about the fact that Manchester United still beat Manchester United yet again. Not starting the game at the blast of the whistle, having to collect the first punch in terms of conceding the first goal.
Did you see the free kick?
Fight themselves back into the game. I don't care about the free kick, man.
Did you see the free
it's
kick?
all about the mentality with which you start the game. That
They
should
played
be
the
the
game
most
and
important thing.
they created enough chances. They didn't get
Forget
the
about
goal.
the free kick.
You keep talking about the KPI for the strikers, KPI for the strikers. Defenders too get KPI.
Bro, I haven't said anything about KPI this morning. I'm talking about the most important part of the game, which is starting the game with the right mentality and then defending as you should.
They defended the game as they should. They started the game as they should. Now set piece. It wasn't a goal from open play that like before. You say you know how many goals man.
I couldn't care less, man.
You know how
I
many
couldn't care less.
Calm down now, calm down. No be to speak English the best. You know how many goals Man United conceded from open play? Because those they conceded from open play, I can fault that. Defenders were sleeping and you run through the defense to go and score the goal. I can fault that. But from set piece, you can't score. You can't force the goalkeeper. You can't fault the defense. You can't fault anybody. You defended the ball. You got a free kick. They got a free kick. Thiago Almada beautifully slotted it in. The ball was actually a cross. Everybody made attempt to put head on it, and nobody made attempt to it. Nobody got to it, and he went into the post like that. So you can't fault the Man United set up for conceding that goal. It was a set piece. It was a free kick. They were trying to defend, and they considered a foul.
What about the 95th minute goal?
That was a spill from Onana. And you say more exempt Onana. Now we are telling you Onana made a mistake and leading to how many you call Onana? The spill. Defend attackers there your front. Bros, punch ball, go far. Other goalkeepers is that if you cannot catch it, one catch. Punch and go far. You punch him for the guy leg. Second, and before the game, this was the player. If you go online, this was the player everybody was talking about for the Lyon side. Seki, Tolisso, and the other guy. These were the players everybody was talking about that Man United should look out for. And he got the goal. Thiago Almada, Seki, Metnina is the Arsenal right back, and Tolisso and Lacazette.
So excuse me, it's Ryan Cheki, not Seki. So he's no more than
no my brother. So I think Cheki. Sorry. But these 4 players, Tolisso, Cheki, Martinez, Lacazette, and Thiago Almada, were the players. They were everybody on social media, everybody before that game was saying, look out for these 5 players, look out for these 4 players. They are sneaky, they can get into pocket spaces, they can get the goal. Look at Lacazette when he came in. He changed the game for Lyon side.
Does that exonerate the defense from their lapses in the game?
It was a clear shot from outside the box.
No.
Onana spilled it to Seki.
Forget about the spill, right? Because before you get a clear-cut opportunity on a goalkeeper, you actually have to go through the big brick wall of the defense.
Did you see Man United defense yesterday?
I'm just asking you a simple question.
Yes.
Does that exonerate the defense?
Defense yesterday, for a day.
Let's talk about the statistics in this game.
Crazy,
they had more shots than Manchester United. 16 shots for Lyon, 13 shots for Manchester United, 5 shots on target. For both teams. Then Lyon had more possession, 55 possession than Manchester United, have more passes than Manchester United. Even though you can look at it as a 50-50 game, but if you look at the way they considered that goal, the first goal, I'm not really fault on Onana for that first goal, but that ball bounced in front of him. Everybody was expecting
thinking somebody will knock the ball.
Everybody was expecting him to actually catch it, but he did not catch it. He entered the post. Then Euros equalized in the end of the first half to make it 1-1. Zeski, it was introduced. Højlund again couldn't get on the score sheet or couldn't get a clear chance on goal in that game, but Zeski was introduced and Zeski scored in the 88 minutes and before Onana played that ball again to concede in that final game. But if you look at Manchester United in this game, they really played good, but everybody was expecting them to at least win Lyon. Consider last minute goal. I think it's not a really good thing for them, but if you look at this game in general, I think it's in the balance of game, it should be 1-1. Draw is good for both teams too.
It depending on
everybody
who you are. If you are a bad the left fan, right? You couldn't care less. If you are a neutral, a point a piece will justify it. But if you are a Mancunian or a Manchester United fan, you expect better. Because it is in the dropping of standards that a club in decline continues to go in decline.
This club yesterday match, because I talk about performance. Yesterday, I after the sub yesterday, when they were making the sub, and everybody around me said, time to do sub, come out Ugati, put mount. I looked at everybody around me and like, I don't sabi anything. No. Ugati, they run 90 minutes for you. Casemiro, they do all the senior man job. Why Ugati, they run 90 minutes for you? And he don't tire. You know say don't tire. But we know say we die in tiredness. If they try cover spaces for defense to get the ball, where you're supposed to get the ball. And you say you want to do sub, you can't come out Ugati, put mount. For everybody, as the Man United fans, to see that sub, I know it was off. Because coach like me, what do I know? I don't sabi anything. Come out Cassie, put mount. Come out that headless chicken they call Ganacho.
So you agree that Mount should have come in. It's just a question of who was
going to be taken out. Yes.
Okay.
Now,
at least you are not
delusional. No, Mount go enter. Kobimeno go enter normally, but not before Ugati. Ugati will be there full time, 90 minutes. You're not having an important match in the Premier League next weekend. This one was very important. Now, come out that headless chicken, Ganacho. For Zeski, leave Højlund and Zeski. Maybe they cause problem for the attack. At least, okay, Zeski can still get into positions and score the goal like he did in the second half. 2 assists from Bruno Fernandes. Good one for him. Zeski can get in the position to score the goals. And it puts more pressure on the defense than having Ganacho there running around, trying to make the pass trying to take on defenders that are always shutting him down. It was a problem for him, but I feel like the coach did sub. The sub makes sense, but it not really makes sense on my side.
The first sub that he made in that game is removing Højlund for Zeski.
Yes, good sub.
It could have been Ganacho for Zeski.
Well, I think he's trying to build Ganacho. Ganacho is who's going to be one of his star boys in the future.
Bro, 60 minutes football don't do okay for that. Making use of the build. 60 minutes football.
Thank you. Because it's all this over sabi, make this one play. Baba, it's better you take Højlund that's refused to have sense. He's Sabuzo. You take him out of that pitch, and then you put a Ganacho in that team that at least can cause chaos. Let me use your own words.
How many service did Ganacho supply to Højlund in that game? Yes, no, one for time, Højlund missed one chance. If let's say he passed to the side of the net, and he passed through away. The shot he had, the one shot off target he had in that game in the first half. How many passes did Ganacho, as a winger, supply to Højlund, who is a striker? No, since
How about how many passes
make my
from
United
Bruno?
fans gather for
How
this
about
table
how
now.
about
Shake
how
this
many
table.
passes Bruno Fernandes supplied to Ireland?
How many passes still? It was still to Garnacho. It was just one cross to Zeski that he got the assist from.
I keep saying it on this game. If you want to play in that kind of formation that Amorim is playing, you have to be a clinical striker.
Simple and short.
If you are one
If
that
na
needs-
5, then give
See,
you
I
at
keep
least you score one. Thank you.
I keep saying
I will
I keep saying
Okwendedi, you can now
I keep
continue
saying
to at
it.
least send him over. But out of the 5, then give you no do nothing.
If
Baba,
they
I
send
will have
me
to
pass,
find my own way out.
if they send me pass when I did halfway line, it's useless as a striker. But when I come there in position, no halfway line now, I dey for me to give me
Wow.
pass. You see how many takeovers Oilers was trying to do in that game.
When they ching
You
on
get-
you, when they ching on
Wait
you for
now,
defense, I
you
will
give
still
me-
give you pass.
You give me pass for halfway line. I use and do one or two things. You get now supply for everybody. I be that.
Wow.
But in context, I was saying, bros, cross ball for her. You know, we'll give and pass. You got to say, make it out of the blue.
But one question is that if you're saying crossbar, I don't think Manchester United are a team that crosses.
Now they were incidents for cutbacks.
If it's Chelsea, you can always see Peter Cech lobbing the ball to Didier. And Didier will take that ball, enter the 18 and do the... Even when they cross him, Didier heads and scores. How many goals has Ireland scored from heading?
Bro,
I think all this thing is set up. Set up matters. I don't think that if Amorim probably was the coach, he might not buy Højlund.
Thank you.
I'm not saying that he will not buy. I'm saying that it's just the team that he met. But the question now, let's leave Højlund and all, because the problem is that Højlund needs to start scoring goals,
No.
whether chances or no chances.
The problem is not that... Okay, the first problem is that Højlund is not scoring, right? The second problem is that there is a miscommunication of expectation of how the coach wants Højlund to receive the ball, pari passu with how Højlund wants to receive the ball.
it's not how Højlund.
If
You know they get them at all. For inside
excuse me, if the instruction is pass the ball to the man versus cross the ball to the man, we would see more index of crosses into that 18 than passes, which means the instruction is to pass the ball into the 18. Now, can you pass the ball to somebody who is already pinned down in the 18? You can't. Can you pass the ball to somebody who is having multiple defenders checkmating him? You can't. Thirdly, if you manage and give him 3 passes or 5 passes, as we said on the night, and Bani not in internet, bro, how far now?
Okay, this striking problem is one thing Amorim have to address in the summer. Zeski
come in. Where yesterday play? He doesn't need to be 9, to be 10. He's playing in midfield. When I said take off Garnacho for Zeski, it was for that physicality in oppressing the defense line. When Zeski plays from the right 10, Bruno in the left 10. You have the Cassie and Ugati behind them. You get. Now they can do the work as midfielders, run around. White the top, you can still drop in and join them. You have your fullbacks, Dalo and Patrick Dogo. Now he pushes the game forward. You have Zeski, Højlund, and Bruno Fernandes.
Okay.
Which defender go get mine? Do anyhow.
But the question is that the coach doesn't want to.
But when you leave Garnacho for there, you give us Garnacho pass. When you're supposed to pass back to one person or do cut back, for person they run in, he go one dribble.
Okay.
And we go still come back after the end of the day. Blame Højlund for being in the right position but not getting the pass. But when he's in the off position, he gets the pass and he's useless.
The question is that if Amorim is the coach, he's looking at both players play for 90 minutes. Then he decides to remove Højlund and decide to leave Garnacho. You cannot force him. He is the coach.
I know
That's one. Secondly, you have to be a very stupid coach to keep seeing somebody repeat the same mistake week in, week out and not correct it. But if he continues in that line, it shows that it is what the coach wants.
Okay, let's talk about Onana in this game, because that part of the problem Manchester United fan is talking about Onana. If you are the coach, do you think that you should give Onana, because what they were saying, they could have allowed the guy that was there for the Europa League group stages, that the second keeper, but Onana is starting this particular knockout stages. But it's been causing Manchester United here and there, goals here and there, and on social media everybody is saying that they should sell him. Some people are even saying anyhow they just sell him for free, maybe just come off for their club. But they are talking about the downgrade from De Gea to somebody like Onana. Onana came in as one of the superstars.
You know,
Thank you.
Before the game.
Onana came in as one of the superstar
That's the
signings
thing.
for Manchester United. I like the conundrum we are in because of one particular school of thought who said that Manchester United have a chauvinistic ability to see players who are good servants of the club out of the club disgracefully. Go look at how DJ was exited. Now you go and you bring in an Onana. You get the idea is that this Onana was skillfully recruited because of his ball playing tendency.
That's the problem.
Thank you.
They don't say
That's
the money
the first one. No, but I never land though. I never land. I'm still going somewhere.
That's the problem.
Make it land. Your flights.
That's the first one. Secondly, he was a title-winning, ball-stopping goalkeeper at Inter Milan.
And Ajax.
Save upon save, defense upon defense, and so we know
They no lie.
We know
They
that
talk
this
true
is a
for this.
star player in a star defense, in a stellar team, doing phenomenal things. Manchester United brought that star player to a shambolic defense that has played 30 different defending formations in his front last season. And I don't want to dwell
All thanks to injury.
Wait, calm down now. I like that you are excuse manufacturer this morning now.
All thanks to injury.
Wait, let me get
Continue.
Let me get
I'm not getting any
let me get
excuse.
to where I'm going to now. But look at this season now. Manchester United are sitting somewhere in 13th Avenue or thereabouts. And if you look at goals prevented this season, there's only one goalkeeper better than him in the Premier League. And that's Jordan Pickford. Let's look at the stats. Jordan Pickford has prevented 8.72 goals this season. Onana is second with 7.45. Vicario of Tottenham that is suffering is at 7.43. Now, goal prevention speaks about where you have a scenario in the game where you have a lot of attack. Onana has stopped more shots this season than a couple of other goalkeepers, apart from the guys, two goalkeepers who are playing in the top four teams in the Premier League. That's one. Onana also has a bad record in terms of goal conceding goals. He concedes goals one every 63 minutes. He's the second person after him is on 80-something. If you look at it by pari with other Manchester United goalkeeper, they are doing 83 while he's doing 63. Poor. But if you look at stop and goal prevention, if you look at saves, he's doing better with the number of games he has than other Manchester United goalkeepers. So the bottom line isn't that Onana is a bad goalkeeper. The bottom line is that Onana is suffering from a plaguing defense and the style of play Manchester United are playing.
Bro, last season we can fault it to injury. We understand. We can exempt last season. This season he has had a better and stable defense.
Yes.
You get. And when we keep talking about Onana, this Onana, I like your start. As take that start, come aside now. You go dig that start from one place now. I like where you dig it from. But forget the blocks from the defenders as well. Like Gordon, you said on this show that when you have a good defense, you're a top goalkeeper.
Exactly.
I mean, Raya is a good defender. I mean, a good goalkeeper.
Nah, good defense. They help him more.
Mike, no, what's his name? Megan, where they use replacer for Inter Milan. Now good goalkeeper. I've been waiting.
Of course.
Because
defense are pocket
Before
defense
going
day.
into that club, look at his record elsewhere. He's a good goalkeeper.
AC Milan and the other team. Defense day. Defense, there's in defense now. Wall of China.
I understand that once you have a stable
defense, and at Man United, I think when Lisandro Martinez was there, you have Lisandro Martinez, Maguire, and Glimt.
Thank you.
You get. You have a Mazraoui when they were playing a back four. You have a Mazraoui, Maguire, and Lisandro Martinez. Then maybe a left back, which there was no left back for this season. So you have a Dalot playing in that position, and he has always considered errors leading to goals or attack. Now with the back three, you have a Mazraoui, Glimt, and Maguire, or not a Euro, who you know is physically able, just that his space no really dey like that. That's the same way they take this risk. I say the same way they take this risk and with. If you put them on the run, you don't sit down for ground. You don't get that time to run with you. You get. So we will fight Onana because when the goals come, when the defenders do their job and the goal come meet you last, bros, do your own.
That's the point.
Because last night, what was that spill But they call am spill. They don't play the shot from outside the team. The defender no fit stop am.
The shot wasn't even that strong.
It's not really strong. Drop am, follow am up, or you punch and comot immediately. If you see the defender attacker, they bear down on you. But because as in you drop am for the attacker to just allow am score goal for your front.
I think the problem with that is not that he's still making schoolboy errors. Do you understand? But I'm surprised the goal he concedes, like everybody is surprised. Not necessarily because he's a bad keeper or not, because look at the statistic I gave you before the beginning of the show. He has made more errors leading to a goal than any other keeper since last season. No team, no fan wants to have a goalkeeper like that.
No,
that's the problem. Even though I know that Manchester United are still, their defense are still has the problems last season, this season, but finally now, no, they make too much errors.
Finally now, Manchester United have improved defense. Manchester United, where they did for Premier League. Thank you. Where they did for Premier League. Because if you are such a good team, if your defense is such a solid defense, where you did for Premier League?
Last season, where Man United did for goal difference, -10, I mean -8.
At minus something.
Now,
so
this season, wait. This is how many they did?
-2.
-2. Improvement no day. From -8 to -2. You not see improvement?
That's one, no. That's just one. Then, in this whole season, how many errors has Onana considered like this?
In this whole season?
Yes.
Against Southampton.
I can give you categorical evidence. Just 3.
That he spills for the attacker to score.
Just 3.
Who is the highest?
I will get to that one.
It could be him.
Forget about who is there.
Because for John to skip that question, na him. They always make see this match. I know. See, Man United fans. I'll blame Amorim for his subs. You get? I'll blame Amorim for his subs. I'll blame Onana for. I'll blame everybody for everything they did in that game. But let's talk about Onana now, because now I want to use this game.
Let us drag
Onana. When Matic said that statement, you get? I want watch ball yesterday night. I go public place. You get? I go where crowds dey. And as I did there, people were like, why would Matic say such a thing? What did he do for Man United? I think there was somebody who said that on the show yesterday. What did he do for Man United to warrant him to say that kind of? I said he won a medal with Man United. Anyhow, I want to say he won a medal. You get either second place or third place. He won a medal with Man United. And we went on to say things about that. Then in the game, it was benched yesterday during that game.
I'm bringing stats now.
Wait, now Matic was benched in that game. After Matic was benched, Man United were winning, and Cameron started showing Onana and Matic. They not allow stress because you know that if Man United win that game yesterday, Man United fans were ready to go to Matic's social media
and destroy him.
And destroy him. Until Onana can prove why Matic was right. He proved Matic right.
Onana did not prove anything.
The same error.
Onana did not prove anything. Coming back to errors.
For that second goal.
Coming back to errors leading to goal in the Premier League. Guess who is sitting at number 1? Sanchez of Chelsea with 5.
Onana has 3, right?
Onana has 3 for crying out loud. Go look at that record.
And Sanchez they bench you.
Finally.
Forget about whether they bench or they bench.
Finally, Man U fans don't really like Onana for now, so they are probably.
Man U fans don't really like themselves at all for now. So they should stop picking on Onana.
At the end of the season, I'm going to have to make a decision about Onana. But generally, Onana has really been poor. Truthfully, been poor since he came to Manchester United. And when he was at Inter Milan, it was easier for him because the defense was solid. So even if he's making 1 or 2, you might not notice because they win games. He won the league there. But him coming to a poor defense, the truthfully is that for you to be a top class goalkeeper,
you need to represent.
I will still check you on that statement because that statement is biased. Let me tell you why that statement is biased. You said even if he's making errors, you will not see it because Inter Milan, the defense is solid, right?
And they are winning games.
The play style, you didn't talk about play style.
And the change of progress
and the
gradually.
Change of play style at United. You didn't talk about the quality of defense at Manchester United. You didn't talk about the fact that Manchester United are not winning games.
Wait, look at this different indices. He was also a winning goalkeeper, title-winning goalkeeper at Ajax. And this Man United defense, I can hit my chest at the moment, and say it's better than the
I
Ajax
think
team.
generally something is wrong with
That
Manchester
Ajax team that he won trophies with, I can hit my chest and
something
proudly
Because
say it.
look at
with
every
Manchester
player
United.
that's left Manchester United in the last 3. Man, you fan the one say Onana, fine and good, you will find a better club.
Okay, let's move on
And
to
Onana go regret them.
Let's
Yeah,
move on
yeah.
to our YouTube channel. A whole lot of comments here on our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, you can join the conversation with us on our YouTube at Vote FM Sports. And Atletico Obi is saying Man U was lousy at the beginning of the game. Højlund does not deserve to be a footballer.
Thank you.
Atletico is also saying Man U sold the gear that single-handedly saved them into top 4 at his last season at Manchester United, only to pick Onana on the account of leg work, making Kukuma buy Ronaldo put for post. Truthfully, part of the thing they bought in is for that passing out from the
Yes.
back, and he's not even doing it.
It's as the last pass of Onana, everybody don't run, leave am.
The manager that
Last
is
season.
currently at Manchester United does not play out from the back.
Last season, na him and Kobe Meno. Once he see long boy, go send am to Kobe. Kobe go use am to say like, this season he no get anybody to send am to.
Replying, he's saying Dogu and Garnacho at the left work perfectly well. I don't know why Ruben always choose to tinker with Garnacho, Bruno and Ahmad. Dogu and Garnacho are the best players at Manchester United right now. The reason, and like Letis is saying, the reason Onana's errors was unnoticed was because Inter Milan had a proper defender. Okay, Emmanuel Okitibi, welcome to the show. Emmanuel is saying no, so you can't fault Onana for that set piece goal.
Nobody's faulting him for that set piece. The game considered similar.
What was his defense doing that deep inside his box?
Thank you.
If they were outside the box 6, he wouldn't have a shambolic error. Onana was poor with setting a line for himself. He's also saying United biggest blunder of the decade was selling the gear for Onana. I can't still.
They didn't sell the gear. They didn't give him a new contract. His contract expired.
It means they didn't renew him, so he's still right. I still can't understand the reason. Once upon a time, Man U fans were happy they signed Zeski and Højlund, and they said they have found goals. But
this table where you want shake now.
Unfortunately for them, they can't even score to save their lives. And finally, Emmanuel is also saying Onana spent more time quarreling with Matic than saving goals. Sunday Bassi, welcome to the show. He's saying Onana, and he's crying. Man U fans are crying about Onana. But that game ended to the second leg. We're going to happen at Old Trafford next Thursday. Let's see if Manchester United can go far in this competition. Remember, if they win this competition, they play Champions League next season, irrespective of how they finished in the Premier League this season. Okay, let's move on to the other games that happened.
Sorry, we have a new member that joined us, Nexus FF.
Oh, okay. Okay, welcome to the show. Well, okay, Nexus FF, welcome to the show. Please, we do this every day, Monday to Saturday here at Vote FM Sports. Join us, and if you are listening to me, you can always join us on our YouTube channel. Please, when you go there, subscribe to our channel and drop your comments. I will be reading your comments live here in the studio. Okay, other games that happened in the Europa League yesterday, Spurs playing 1-1 draw with Frankfurt. They considered first again in the 6 minutes. Then they equalized. All the goals came in the first half. Pro equalized in that game, but they had more shots on goal, more shots on target, more possession, more passes, more pass accuracy, but they ended 1-1.
Yeah.
Good goal from Frankfurt. We sell, we make another. We sell, we make another.
You don't make another. Hugo Kitikiti was doing well in France before he went to Eintracht.
Like I said, we sell, we make another. He's been at the team before the guy that went to Man City. He's been at the team before Mamouche, and he's still there. And when I say we sell and make another, was because Gurasi came and left, and we made another. And Ekitike and Mamouche, they came and Mamouche left, and Ekitike is still standing tall. So we sell, we make another. We don't fear anybody. If we want to collect our best 11,
on the night, clearly they would have won. But unfortunately,
if we want our starting 11, we'll give you.
Unfortunately,
I will buy another. I will make another.
The present team could not do the job.
Leave that thing. The present team have been doing the job in the Bundesliga. It's Tottenham Hotspur. It's a big team they are playing with against the Premier League. A big Premier League side, a top 6 Premier League side, a bottling FC Tottenham Hotspur Premier League side that can contend for trophy and lose it at the finals. I like that side, but in this game, good instruction from the coach, wonderful equalizer from Pedro Porro. I see that game like this, I be like, I also see that game, goosebumps just dey full my body because they were playing the football we expected Tottenham Hotspur to play. Front foot football, attack, get your goals, but they didn't get their goals. I don't know why they were missing their chances.
Thank you.
Get your goals, attack again, because that's what if you look at the way Angie set up his team to play at Scotland, that's as in what they played last night was exactly the replica of how his team plays. Front foot, play your high line, attack till as in choke them in your positions half. And that's what they did all through. Some created enough chances, nobody to bury those chances until Pedro came up with the equalizer, and it was a good game from there on. And I don't know why the winning goal didn't come.
I just want to say one thing: 6 shots on target, 5 saves from what's his name? I don't want to spoil his name. Santos. Fantastic goalkeeping from him. Could have been more.
Okay, that game ended 1-1 for Spurs and Frankfurt. That game, the next leg will go to Germany. Tottenham will go to Germany next week to see if they are going to go to the semi-final of this competition. Remember, if Spurs win this competition again, irrespective of where they finish in the Premier League, they will play the Champions League. So it's between Manchester United and Spurs.
I like how you keep drawing their longer throat.
No. I like how God will say. He said if Spurs win this competition, and I was expecting him to complete the sentence, then he went the other route. Why? If Spurs win the trophy, then it means this man does not brag. He's talking to do. He says and he does.
Okay, let's move on to
it doesn't change the fact that it will still be a shambolic season for him.
He will win trophy second season. Yes.
The surprising result yesterday is Bodo and Glimt versus Lazio. Not only did they beat Lazio 2-0, they had 18 shots on target, 6 on target to score 2 goals. They had more possession than Lazio, more passes, 625 pass and 89 pass accuracy. They had everything going for them in this game. Winning this game 2-0, fantastic result. Our old Dele Bashiru started. Okay, they introduced him in the second half.
Him and
Yes, he didn't start, but he was introduced in the second half. But poor game for Lazio, good game for Bodo and Glimt.
Poor game for Lazio, and it is squarely on the shoulders of the manager that decided to keep his best players out of the game, first and foremost. Secondly, the way he started the game, the way he set out his team is that, you see, if you have already played first leg and you've already won 4-0 and this was the second leg, we can forgive you losing this game 2-0. But now you're under pressure in your home game to overturn a 2-goal deficit, and all Bodo and Glimt need to do is just score 1 and you're out. It's unnecessary.
It's not as well bend down, pause. They just sit down for back, close shop. You go dig tire, you go dug. They will dug deep, and you will dig deep, and you will not get the goals, because that's what they are coming to do at Lazio. Because this game, I felt like, okay, before the show, that all of us talk, and I
Lazio go win.
Straight up Lazio.
And what I'm saying, me and John just agree. John, don't agree with me next time. Try not to agree with me. If you say Lazio, just tell me to disagree.
It's you that should not agree with me, because
I felt like this is why I am supporting Lazio. These players have been their player for the season. Tijani, Nosni Tijani, Dele Bashiru, Guendouzi, and the rest. They've been players. I don't know why you can't play at average age of 32, because you're starting the Pedro at the number 10 position. Bro, this guy should have gone to the flanks. And there are players that could have played in that position. And starting the Pedro, Grandpa, you're starting the what's it called?
Pedro have been performing this.
Off the bench, even if he starts, waiting be performance level. He's performing. He performed which one he did Chelsea.
He scored a couple of goals for them so far.
Now Grandpa is still be. It's the same thing as we said about what's it called? He's too old to start for Thomas Muller. If Thomas Muller is too old to start for Bundesliga team, like
I remember vividly how you were touting Pedro. How you were touting Pedro a few months ago.
Me?
Yes.
That ain't good at being bad.
That is a good player.
From the bench, he's a good player.
He's still performing.
That day.
Now you're throwing him under the bus.
That day, wait till happen that day, we say, he enter as sub.
Wow.
Come rescue the point for the team. So as I come through, I see the way we play that match. I come, I hype him, my guy.
Okay.
But suppose they start. Okay. The same way you said Thomas Muller should not be starting for Bundesliga team Bayern Munich, the same way Pedro should not be starting for Lazio.
Okay, that game ended 2-0. So let's see.
No.
When they go to Italy next week, if they are going to qualify for the semi-final, it's going to be a good thing for them if Bodo and Glimt can reach that semi-final of this competition. Yeah, nobody expected them to be in this on this stage by now. Okay, let's continue on our YouTube channel. Patrick Adam Aduma. Okay, sorry, Patrick Aduma. Welcome to the show. I think this is the first time you are commenting. Say Manchester United will explain tire.
Badele FC.
Remember, Patrick, to please subscribe to our channel. We do this every day. We have a whole lot of content on our channel. Please subscribe to our channel. Now you are here. Thank you for joining us today. And Sunday, Bas is also saying Onana should be investigated. That guy is gambling with our qualification matches to European competition. Okay, I don't know if they should investigate him or not, but let's see what happens with Onana. Okay, the last game in the Europa League, it was Rangers International and Atletico Club. That game ended 0-0, even though Rangers got, I just say Rangers International.
Like the same.
Okay. Rangers of Scotland versus Atletico Club. That game ended 0-0, even though the Rangers got a record in the 13th minute of that game, but they held them. They defended the whole 90 minutes, and if you look at the statistics, Atletico had 19 shots on total, even though they threw on target 72% possession, but they couldn't find a way to win that game. So Rangers will go to the return leg in Spain to find a way to either qualify or get out of the competition. But let's see what happens.
They will qualify
in that game. Okay.
Atletico were unlucky in that match.
They will qualify. See that penalty.
They had a goal.
See that penalty.
And then they also missed
the penalty miss.
Yes.
Oh, I like that goalkeeper. That goalkeeper should be coming to West Ham. I want to go back to Europe. I want to test European football again. That goalkeeper should come to West Ham, please. Wonderful save. On top the 10 men, they see the play like they did 25 for that pitch. When they had the ball, everybody was sprinting forward. Though if they lose the ball, you see everybody sprinting backwards. Everybody was just covering every possible space for Atletico to get the goal. And whenever Atletico, you see how many shots they got for Atletico there? You say 20-something shots, and only 3 on target. Why? As you play the shot, one person not use body blocker. As you play another person that use body blocker, they are always there to make the blocks. They're always there to make the tackle. They're always there to just stop you from shooting. Okay, and that's what the team effort should look like. Yeah, Man United go and learn.
They survive that, so they go to Spain next week and to try and win to qualify for the semi-final of the Europa League. I think that is Rangers that not at Jose Mourinho's team, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's move on to the Conference League. Finally, Chelsea fans, they are now at Conference League. Nobody wants to talk about Conference League. You have to talk about Conference League. Chelsea winning that game away from home 3-0. Good game for Madueke. He scored 2 in that game. Yeah. Having 2 assists too. I think I won't say this is their level, but you know. That's where they are performing. But good game for Chelsea to win this game 3-0.
Good game for them to win it, you know. And we are seeing this, they call it flashlight of brilliance from Sancho, putting Madueke on. Also a couple of goals. A goal for, is it Tyreek or Tyrone George?
Tyreek George.
A goal for Tyreek George. Rhys James getting an assist. Madueke.
Chelsea defense striker. Anytime with this guy coming as sub.
Anytime
with
this for this game.
Yes.
Just the fine striker. But anytime with this George guy coming as sub, they pull the team together for the attack line. You see, they try get a couple of chances created for other people to score, and sometimes if you get the chance, they score and go. And people they say, "Go buy your cement." But see player here, see baller. I'm not call a player. See baller here. The way he plays, the way he handles himself in the positions final third, you're going to say this guy is a proper striker. Give him more chance. As we say, young players, give this guy a chance, give this guy time on the pitch. Test him well. You went to bring him McGay. Now that one don't do like, I don't know if they'll call him. So if you know if you give this guy now, I think for Chelsea, he has a better number than McGay. From the guy they brought in from Barcelona, the striker they brought in from Barcelona. Okay. So give this guy more chance. At least you will not say, okay, the striker you have is Jackson and George, then maybe McGay and Nkunku that can drift around. Now, chance you don't get to assist. Now, John won't come here, come hyper. He won't come here, come hyper. Forgetting the whole all the season of bad performance that he has had. Because just after 2 games, after 1 game of 2 assists, we won't come now continue sing Sancho praise, sing his praise. Man of the match performance.
So start taking calls. Chelsea winning that game 3-0. They are in competition with Fiorentina and Real Betis, who won their game also in yesterday's game. So let's see what happens next week. Chelsea is already in the semi-final of this competition, but there is no way they will go to Stamford Bridge and score 3 Chelsea to win that game. So Chelsea is in the semi-final of that competition. Okay, that's all for the Conference League. Okay, I'm going to open the phone line for you to tell us what you think about that Manchester United game yesterday. Do you think that Onana should be sold? Do you think they should give him one more season? And finally, on our YouTube channel, Juventus 07, welcome back to the show. He said Onana should be sold. Inter scammed us. He's crying. Okay, everybody is expecting them to sell Inter. Okay, you can call us and tell us what you think about that game yesterday. The number to call is 0706 0485853. Hello, good morning.
Yeah. Alex.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Okay.
Alex.
What's your contribution?
You are talking about that for the conference. You are not mentioning the teams that are likely to meet Chelsea in the final. You are not talking about this one too. Fiorentina that are likely to meet Chelsea.
Yes.
That means probably knock out Chelsea in the competition.
You know, but Chelsea.
Mo, finish this stage first.
Finish this stage.
Anyway, sir, that's the level. You don't have to talk about the level so much like that. Yes, now that's the way it is. Now, the Europa League, the second, the Champions League is that position. That's the way it is. That's the way I classify people.
Okay.
But as for the Onana mistake, Onana, like I said before, Onana is the one drawing attention to himself. He's being thrown in position. That's the way that you are supposed to outside as a professional you are. You don't, knowing that you have made so many mistakes, including last season, and you don't have to be coming on the media creating attention, to yourself. This is what fans must talk about. What is implying me? You don't need to now write a note. You just have to probably, if your coach asks you a question, if there is a beef between two of you, tell your coach, say this is what it is. And maybe probably the coach may find a way, solution, to handle this. Rather for you coming out writing. Now, okay, see it now. The one word will not say what it was right. You understand?
Before you know right. Before you know right.
Let me tell you, even though I don't blame him for the first goal, for the second goal, it looks absurd. There's way to be handled. As a professional you are, you don't have to be doing those silly things. The way that you wanted to save the ball, once you save it right in the hands of your opponent, it looks somehow, I'm telling you, Onana has found the way to bring down United. United is no more the way it is. Even though we are having 40 defense, but Onana is supposed to be doing his own part now.
Yeah.
Wow. Doing his own part. Please, I don't like the way people are now trying to cover Onana. I don't like it.
All right.
John, they try cover for Onana.
Onana is bringing down Manchester United. Wow.
See, as for Tottenham, if you were to be that Stanford, like the way Mabush was there, I probably think that Stanford would have won that game. That's number one. Then number two is them going to play second leg in Germany. I don't think Tottenham is going to find it easy. And the Potosoglu, if you like me in the speak saying go to the second season, I don't see anything special. Tottenham is not going to do nothing because they are going to straight to Germany. I'm going to go to Germany in January.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, call us and tell us what you think about it, especially that Manchester United game. 0706 0485853. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Never location, please. Good morning. Okay, what is the contribution?
Is it because Matic said it? Don't you know?
Jokwaram, help me ask them. Help me ask them because person talk and I can't be problem. It can't be say you get personal beef. Person talk truth. It can't be say you get personal beef.
Good one bottle for you. I'm not doing that laughter. No, we know. Let me tell you, Matic even exalted him and didn't keep him on the map. Even because he stayed only at the United and he even went ahead. He went ahead to mention names. What is the day Michael and Van der Sar, you are calling them in discussion with Onana?
How? Like
how? You see, what is even made him a bigger player? How will you mention this? You what the guy is doing at Fiorentina is based on Onana's career. I don't discuss Onana. I have argued about it and stopped because there is no need of talking about his skilled meal. When I talk about they say I am coming against my African brother, it's not. It's what I have seen. What is doing, and this is who he is. defenders, I tell people, that's defense. If you look at two guys that for you, they were more defending, more goalkeeper than Onana. I have watched him when he was at Inter now. I have watched him. I say, why you don't have that kind of defense? If I should bring you back to today, when he had Smalling and Jones, today was winning good games. How?
It's true.
Smalling and Jones. Smalling and
even can clearly win you match. Even there's what we call goalkeeper influence.
Yeah.
The goalkeeper can keep you in the game.
Yes.
Goalkeeper win matches against Arsenal. I think that was around 2-15 or thereabouts. I can't remember. The game won one of the match 11 6. I think 11 or 12.
11 6.
I think 5 of them is inside the box.
Yes, from Sanchez.
So that is the brilliance of the goalkeeper, keeping your team in the game. Oh, you can't be calling to catch a Michael or Van der Sar when you are talking of Onana. They are even saying, even if you limited it to Man U goalkeepers, that's in my anger. Where is Onana in the league? Even in the world, where is the rate? How much goalkeeper can you compare him as the Sonny Digan and Van der Sar? One season of the game appearance, now I repeat, is better than Onana's entire career. Can't take it. Because he played Champions League final, and the game did not play Champions League final. I think that is the only valuable argument you can bring. And I usually agree with the defenders of Inter, then, go and look about them. Look at their start, the defenders on their own, before even looking to where one has sits on the field. You see that we have a protector. We have. Maybe because very much is soccer. We know. I know. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much. Everybody, just like he's complaining, if you go on social media, Onana is trending. Everybody is like, they should sell this guy from Manchester.
No, they shouldn't sell him. They shouldn't sell him.
He should stay.
He should stay.
For other rivals, they want him to stay. Because
He should stay.
hello, good morning.
And build himself.
Good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
I beg you, Godwin and John and the other guy. Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Name and
God of
location.
Chelsea Jolinian from Tenyom in Benue State.
Okay, what is your
Welcome.
contribution?
Make us start this way. If it easy, make them do a may or sign them. These Mayu people. Make them not blame Onana.
Okay.
I just listen to now. If football is not something you just pick with your hand and run. Even this rugby is not easy to play. Let me tell you. Yesterday I watched the match. I saw Mayu people blaming Onana. I'm a Chelsea fan, but I felt it yesterday. And they even pay me as they are challenging my African brother. The guy is a good goalkeeper, let me tell you. Before you challenge somebody, let's talk about the defense first.
Thank you.
How is the defense of Mayu?
Yesterday, defense was
Is it cool?
Defense was top notch yesterday night.
So, I want to tell you that the defense is not doing their work. And when you are vulnerable, anything can just visit you.
Thank you.
Am I lying?
You're not lying.
So, the defenders did not help Onana. Let me tell you, the first goal, it was taken from the Lyon player. He jumped, Onana thought he will head it. Where were the defense of Mayu?
The same thing. Nobody is telling him about the first goal. Nobody is fighting about the first goal because the game considered the same thing. I think against Barcelona in the Europa League 2 seasons ago or 3 seasons ago. The game considered is a cross. A cross. Everybody's expected. Somebody's expected to put body to it.
Which one of the goal are you talking
The
about?
second one, the striker.
Listen to me. It was a close range shot.
That
Isn't?
yes.
He punched the ball.
You
Where
don't
were the 4 defenders?
you don't
Could not
punch it in.
assist him by clearing the bone of contention.
You don't punch it in front of the attackers.
What will he do?
You punch it
you want
away.
him to allow the goal enter?
Punch it away.
He did well. No. See, you and Meko, we both saw you. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Thank you very much.
Meko, no blame Onana. Onana is a good goalkeeper.
Okay.
Now to my Chelsea side, you don't want to talk about it. I can hear John making some laughable things on Chelsea.
It's not so.
Let me
Ask
tell
me.
you, we are going, and I'm praying. Our leg is in the semi-final now. After we touch whether Fiorentina or the other team from Spain,
Yeah.
we are not fearing. We are not afraid of anything.
Okay.
Anything can happen in football. I want to say kudos to all Chelsea fans. They should keep their head high.
All
We
right.
are going to take the conference league, which means Chelsea have seen every trophy and they touch their hands on it.
All right.
Have a
Thank you.
nice day, both of them. I love both of them. Keep it up.
Thank you
Thank you
very
very
much.
much.
Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, let's take maybe one more call before I go to our YouTube channel and finish up the show. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Pastor Bodo from Benue State.
Okay.
Welcome.
What is your contribution?
Yeah, I think I want to agree with my brother that has just spoken. Onana is not to be blamed. Now, let me go to the Bible. The Bible says when the foundation is broken, what would the right?
Thank you.
So, as a matter of fact, Man U is in disarray.
Yes.
And in fact, the team is totally down. How can you say about this man? Is he hustling or something? It's like a rugby player. Catching on that one. That's their number now. I've forgotten the name.
How long?
So we shouldn't be blaming Onana. Onana is our brother. He tried his best. But Man U defense, they think the totality of the team is in disarray. They can't perform. You see? And then please permit me to say that, talk about Thomas Muller. I think about 3 days ago, one of you was saying that he doesn't score goals like that. But I tell you this, he's in the third, this is in all round goal scorers in Bayern Munich.
Yes. John.
Before that time, he has played about 741 games and scored 247 goals.
Yes.
Then Lewandowski played 375 games, scored 344 goals. Then the ever all scorer in Bayern Munich is Gerd Müller. Müller, who played 613 goals and scored 570 goals.
Yeah.
So Thomas Muller is a go at it, please.
All right.
He's a very good scorer.
Thank you very much.
That has failed to score more than 10 goals in the last 4 seasons.
John.
You know, don't take me out of context. The stats say it for themselves.
Age is just a number.
I never faulted him on age. I faulted him on productivity.
And the player that is supposed to play that position is not around.
I faulted him on productivity.
Okay.
QED.
For today's fixtures in Europe, in La Liga, Valencia will play Sevilla. 8 p.m. in Serie A, Udinese will host AC Milan, and in the Bundesliga, Wolfsburg will play RB Leipzig in that game. So let's see what happens in that game. Tomorrow is Saturday. Tomorrow we'll come and talk about the Premier League and other games happening everywhere around Europe. Yesterday's game in Nigeria MPFL, Ikorodu City beating Castagnete 6 goals to 0.
Wow.
It was a trashing. Ikorodu City trashing Castagnete 6 goals to 0. It was an interesting game. For today's game is Bayelsa United will play Shooting Star in the only game happening today. Other games are going to happen Saturday and Sunday. Okay, these are going to end in today's show, but finally on our YouTube channel, remember guys, you are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. And Juventus 07 is asking question, who will replace KDB in upcoming years? Okay, I think we'll have to answer that at the end of the season.
Man.
So he is saying, should Benjamin Sesko perfect replacement for Højlund in the summer? Okay, we don't know.
Arsenal wants him and he wants Arsenal.
There's somebody there that's answering him.
We'll see where you go to in the summer because he is one of the most sorted out striker. Here I'm Goretzka.
Yeah, you're correct.
You're correct. Are the most sorted out striker in Europe right now. Okay, he's also saying Sancho assisted 2 goals for Chelsea. Will he be able to improve under Ruben Amorim if Manchester United don't get stable buyer for him? I think I just have an obligation to buy. So I think Chelsea is going to still buy him at the summer. Okay, let's see what happens with all this in the summer. Thank you for joining us on today's show. Thank you for all that joined us on our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube Monday to Saturday at Volt FM Sport 8 a.m. sharp. We are live on YouTube. Thank you for all the calls. Thank you for all your contribution. Tomorrow will come to preview the Premier League tomorrow. Join us tomorrow by 8 a.m. My name is Godwin and have a wonderful day.
Hello Enugu and welcome to Volt 104.3 FM, where music meets the voltage. Take a break and enjoy the show.
Alex Iwobi gets the ball out to the left-hand side, the delivery comes in.
Entertainment. Okay, don't forget to continue before go back to 19.
News and politics.
Enugu State governor has
Somebody na Joe.
And let them have dominion. The kingdom of God is within people.
No, this talk about this season now.
I talk about last season first
Last
because
season.
one goalkeeper in Manchester United you're talking about now last season record in the league.
Now this is the rest of them. When
Last season.
don't do mistake this season.
Secondly, Matic only made that statement.